Hello, I am Ken Hoy, Instructional Technology EDS candidate at the KSU Bagwell College of Education. I'm a biology teacher at Etowah High School, and this is my video reflection. This should be my third degree at Kennesaw State University, my first two being in secondary science. My son is a civil engineering candidate at KSU. My wife is a marketing major from Kennesaw State University, and we hold season tickets to the football games. I've been teaching for 22 years, 12 years in middle school at both Bartow and Cobb County, 10 years teaching high school, 5 years at Blessed Trinity Catholic High School in Roswell, and 5 years teaching high school in Cherokee County, 4 years at Creekview High School, and this will be my first year at Etowah High School. I currently teach honors biology, and earth systems, hence the dinosaur DNA and convection currents. I've grown tremendously over the course of this program since it's been 15 years since I was last a student. It's been challenging but exceptionally rewarding. I now feel like I can juggle all aspects and responsibilities that I have. I have added a few responsibilities since I was last a student. I've met and connected with many different teachers from around Georgia, which has been exceptionally rewarding, and hope to continue those relationships moving forward. I moved mid-stride in the program from Creekview to Etowah, so I had to sort of retool my project. It really gave me pretty much a mulligan to restart and revamp the project with a new PLC program, so that was nice. I also was able to gain an exceptionally good mentor and a wonderful group of teachers that were very receptive to me continuing on and starting anew. I've grown tremendously professionally over the course of this program, learning a vast array of new technology tools that I'm able to impart to my comrades. I'm able to be the vanguard in the use of many new tools and methodologies and then share those with my PLC group and beyond. My capstone project was certainly one of my major accomplishments, where I was able to teach two different cohorts of biology teachers how to use Mastery Pass in their practice. Exceptionally rewarding and engaging. I was able to complete it at Creekview and then retool it and have a mulligan and complete it at Etowah, and it was very successful. They actually redid the program this year at Creekview, and I was able to touch base with them and send them the corrections that I did, and they reused the program that I did this year at Creekview, and we also did it at Etowah High School. Exceptionally rewarding project. The Engaged Learning Project allowed students to track sea turtles actively using the Argo satellite system to connect in real time with professionals that help track those turtles. They projected and hypothesized where they would go and then got real-time tracks on where they actually did go. Now that we're venturing into ecology and learning about endangered species and biodiversity, it's been exceptionally rewarding to go back and look at even some of the turtles that were lost. Has made a big difference in their understanding, I believe. And then, of course, I learned from my PLC group about all-in learning, which has allowed me to track mastery of different standards of all of the biology students and to see what works and what does not as far as learning different concepts. That's been exceptionally helpful. One of the most meaningful and beneficial field experiences was implementing the use of a MathPad Plus device in my science class for a gentleman who had exceptionally poor penmanship, and I had very little recourse to help him on his math problems because I couldn't make sense of them. Couldn't even tell most of the time whether he had the right answer or not. So implementing that allowed him to both develop and solve the problems in a way that I could come back and help him. It was pivotal in helping him in in science and then moved on to using it in math. And it was enjoyable to see that level the playing field, at least for him, and know that I could implement other methodologies to help just about any student that I come across. Just have to be creative in using the correct technology and be patient in learning how to use it, both from the teacher and the student perspective. But very, very helpful. I loved providing differentiated assignments for ESLL students as well. Had several opportunities to do that. Many different beneficial field experiences throughout the course of this program. My short-term goals involve staying on the cutting edge of technology, always trying to push the envelope of what I can do for and with my students, integrating those practices into my own teaching, and always strive for a culture of excellence. I am eager to have next year to really, now that I have a grasp of all these different methodologies, to implement them into my own practice in earnest. And I do believe I will push a culture of excellence next year and for the years to come. My long-term goals, I'd like to be an agent of change, pushing us to new heights in the use of technology and being someone that my comrades can lean on whenever they need help. I'd like to prepare and inspire students to use technology in their careers and beyond, and help colleagues develop really engaging lessons using technology and help students that are in need.